and then I will have it ready, mixed all, and it has a lid on it, so I always have that color. So basic primary color, yellow, red, some type of a red, and then blue, and trying to not to use so staining color, because there's a chance that sometimes I want to lift things. So I will try to stay with the cobalt or ultras, depends on the mood. Cobalt is kind of more towards the cold, cooler, and then ultramarine is more warmer color. So let's say if I'm creating those hot summer day, then I probably use, I don't know, the summer day seems kind of like a warm color, even the sky is warm, so I will use the cerulean blue with the mix of ultramarine blue, and that way have that different color instead of just using one color. That's what, I don't even have my brushes.
So you prepare your wash colors ahead of time, and you have, by mixing the pigment with water and creating that consistency, so that you have plenty of the wash, right?
Yes,
It's very important.
Yeah, and then especially when you're creating a big, large piece of painting, that is so important, because watercolor, I don't care how fast you are, and the consistency of the color is going to be different. And then while you're mixing it, and then you go back after and then there's a different layer instead of it's a clean, smooth layer, So, but I like to create my smooth layer.
What are the pigments that you recommend in yellow and in red? So
I usually use my yellow is it depends on how you want. You want warm yellow is what is that?
Cadmium?
No, New Gamboge. New Gamboge is a warm yellow, and then cadmium yellow is lemon. Lemon yellow is a cool yellow, and then I use the rose madder. That is a main color I use a lot. But if you want to create a warmer, then you use some kind of lake.
Scarlet Lake.
Scarlet Lake, yeah, that is more of a orange, yellow, red. So let's say, so I need a lot of water. When I create it, so I will layer my paper with the water, and then while water is kind of soaking in, then I will get my paint ready. And let's say I want to use this yellow is kind of warm yellow, but it's what does it say?
Naples yellow.
Yeah, Naples yellow is a warm yellow, but it's opaque.
Oh,
So,
that's why it looks
yes.
milky.
Most of yellow are opaque except the lemon yellow. It's transparent. The far as I know, I could be wrong. Huh?
Quinacridone gold is transparent.
Quinacridone gold.
I like it. It's like a warmer.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
but it's
She has it.
Okay, so
Sienna also has like a.
So at home, when I do it, I have a better palette. It's not so dry, and then I will add some of that. And for some reason, I do not like to use paint, just one paint. I like to mix my color. So sometimes that creates the problem because you know, when you run out of paint and it's hard to match to what the original paint was, the consistency was. So you mix that, get it ready, and I will put. Isn't that the most beautiful? red?
It's like a cherry red.
That is the, and they are very potent, so you
Yes,
don't
very
really,
pigmented.
really don't need that much. I mean, that is really strong color. I think they are stronger than blue. The red is. So this is my cerulean blue. And then I'm gonna put the French ultramarine blue. So hopefully I have enough.
How did you learn all this about colors?
Reading and you know, watching other artists way they do it, and I think I'm gonna use smaller.
And also trying out different colors and trying out different materials. Yeah.
I'm gonna use a smaller page because I don't think I have enough. Wow. So I wet my piece. Because I like my paper wet. Then so basically, if I do it at home, I will wet like John say, I will wet my back of my paper first, and then I wet the front. Then you have a longer time to mess with your piece because it stays wet.
stays wet.
Yes,
And
but if you do it, you know, just up front and you can see it's already starting to dry in certain place. You can just see it, how fast it dries. And so once it dries, then it gets like a, you know, splatchy. And so,
But you're also using 300-pound paper, are you?
no, this is 140.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I paint single sheet, then I use 300. But
okay.
pad, I use
Okay.
140. And then what I do is I will get a
The dagger.
bigger
The
brush.
dagger paint.
And then,
Where did you get that brush?
huh?
Where did you get that brush?
I ordered it through Rosemary.
Oh, okay. Is it really called a dagger brush?
Yes.
That's cool.
So
Makes you feel like she's in the kitchen.
so I'm gonna create a worm. So I want to create a kind of warmness on the bottom. And then I will do the I will try to layer my
Sky.
sky with the kind of red and the yellow in between, because blue will make your paint turn green. So I trying to make a barrier, and so I see. So already my paper is already drawn. Sky gray is great, you know. See, I just dip into the wrong color. And then so I will do the just layer my color with the, you know, get rid of all your whites. And then what I do is I will trying to clean up places that I wanted to clean up with the dry brush.
And when you say clean up, you mean like take some of the extra water off?
No, not water, but the paint. I want to get rid of some of the color off, the where I'm gonna be.
It's part of the landscape, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
It's like Renee's resist, but reverse.
In reverse.
drip over to the other side. It's there. Use a paper towel, but that's what I use. I use paper towel, and I will just pick up the.
And you use that instead of a paintbrush because?
It's a longer, and
Oh.
I can do it quicker.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then you know a lot
Also
of
less structured.
yeah, and it's not so straight.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Got
okay,
more.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so you know, and that's my wash, the first wash, and then you will do the second wash.
And on the second wash, would you put blue over where the yellow is? Or,
You will run, and then you know it's gonna. It looks like a really bright, but it's not. Once everything is colored, it's not. It's gonna get duller, and then when it dries lighter too.
okay.
So yeah, so and then watercolor you cannot do it all at one shot, so you have to do it again. So you same process. I will wet the whole thing again, and then with the same layer, but it's not as maybe I want to do so dark of yellow, and then but I will do a lot darker color of blue on top, and then it just blends it in to the bottom with the blue. Because according to my photo, that is water, which is reflecting the sky on there. So I will probably paint down here just like sky.
Gorgeous.
So
Isn't it?
once it's completely dry and then you make it wet again, it doesn't
You cannot
remove
mess.
it?
Yeah, you cannot mess with it now
Right.
because it's already.
But once it's dry, you can wet it again and it won't move it?
Nope.
And you'll wet it with a brush or will you spray
Soft
it?
brush.
Colors
You gotta use a soft brush. So you can spray it, and then you will use a soft brush to just layer the water on top. But I'm not gonna saturate it like the way I did it at first time. First
Okay.
time you saturate it, second time not as much. So and then you repeat the same process again with the same color. That's why having the same color is so important in your container, because that's what you use. And then only thing you make it different is you make it how darker you want. Usually the darkest one I use will be the blue. Blue will be darker than anything else. Everything else will stay the same consistency, but blue I will make it darker.
Do you ever use indigo?
She has indigo on.
Yeah, I got indigo, but indigo is a really hard paint to use. Very tricky because there's no return. Once you go there,
So it stains.
yeah, it's not just stain, but it's that darkness is so dark. So if you want to use the indigo, wait till the last step, and you want to emphasize the darkness. That's when you use the indigo. And I love indigo, and I love Payne's Gray. That is the killer in your painting. That's what I learned over the I don't know how many years. That's what I learned. That's why my paint is so dark and moody, because I love those dark color. And I'm trying to get away from that, because my daughter goes, "Why you always make your painting so Washingtonian?" Washingtonian. It's like a
A
Washington.
bleak winter.
Always. So I try to, that's why I incorporate my rose instead of is it
Alizarin.
Yeah.
Alizarin.
Instead of
Alizarin.
Or
this
alizarin.
one, the crimson, that's what you use. This is so dark.
Mhm.
It is dark.